Yes, I'm back. Hello, everybody. Jose Rodriguez. Oh boy, every day, every single day. Oh, my prints are not coming out correct. Oh, my prints this and that, blah, 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 blah. And I go like, okay, did you run a nozzle check? Some people don't even know what that is. Okay, the nozzle check is a test that you run on your printer to determine whether all of the nozzles, and there are hundreds of them, are actually firing. On an EPSON printer, it's not that critical that one or two nozzles may not be firing. And again, all you have to do is run a cleaning cycle. On a Canon printer, however, if your nozzles are not firing, you shouldn't be printing images because that's actually causing those non-firing nozzles to overheat. And they will be permanently damaged. They cannot be fixed after that. I don't care what you do, okay? You may get away with that on a printer such as the Pro-1000 because there are redundant nozzles in that printed nozzle plate assembly that come into play when you damage others. And basically on the fly, they are being replaced by these redundant nozzles. When you run out of those, that's the end of that printhead. So when you see something odd, okay, say yesterday your prints were great, and you didn't update your OS, you didn't update anything, you didn't change this, all your settings are identical, you did not default back to some original settings, that can happen, and it sneaks up behind you and you don't even notice it. Then, if you see something different the following day, for instance, don't continue printing. You do more harm than good. Stop, cancel that job, and then run a nozzle check. The nozzle check will not hurt your printhead, but it will tell you immediately what's missing. On a printhead that has, for instance, 8 channels like the P800, people think, oh, there's 9 colors. I should see 9 sets of nozzles. No, you'll see 8 because it only has 8 channels, okay? It's actually sharing the black channel with 2 blacks. What if you have, and I went through this, I did this very mistake I'm going to tell you about. On my R3000, somebody gave it to me. I just paid like $50 shipping. I installed new cartridges in it. I ran a nozzle check after the cleaning cycles and such, and it was perfect. I was in heaven until I realized, hey dummy, will you please count how many channels are actually printing? One of them was not printing at all, and that was the photo black, okay? And then I come to realize, oh, that's the problem. This printer has a bad black ink switch valve. And so I went through the process of switching back to matte, and it took several attempts and cleaning cycles to get the matte channel to print. The photo black channel does not print at all. So don't be fooled when you see perfect, but actually you got a full channel missing. Okay, so that can happen. So be aware that I get these all the time. Gosh, my head hurts when I see these. And so look at it, determine what may be missing. For instance, if you all of a sudden do not have black shadows, except for now they're gray, that could be that your black channel is not printing. If all of a sudden everything looks magenta cyanish, that means your yellow is not printing, and vice versa. If one channel is missing, it will affect and create the opposite color shift effect, okay? So be aware that yesterday everything was perfect. Today, all of a sudden, things are not. Stop what you're doing, run a nozzle check, and that will tell you immediately what's going on, okay? And after that, then run cleaning cycles as needed, followed by immediately by a nozzle check to determine whether the cleaning is actually helping matters. Now, if you are refilling, you may have been causing the problem yourself by faulty refilling techniques. It could be that. But if you're using OEM, then you trace it to something else. It could be the fact that maybe you didn't print for a while. If it happens overnight, that's a little bit rare for a printer using OEM inks. In other words, all unaltered cartridges. That usually does not happen, but if it does, again, just follow that procedure. Do not do anything else. Do not print any images. Do not try to print hoping to solve the problem. Guilty. I've done it, and that's wrong. stop, nozzle check, examine it, cleaning cycle, nozzle check. If you get an improvement, then let it rest overnight. Come back in the morning, run another nozzle check. If you see a further improvement, which will likely happen, then you can go ahead and run a secondary cleaning cycle followed by nozzle check. You should see even more improvement, or maybe you solved it. Also, remember that, although I don't want to talk about this right now, there are some procedures you need to perform every couple of months to clean certain areas around where the printhead parks itself. And these are maintenance procedures that no one ever tells you about. As far as you know, you can run your printer forever. You can run your car forever without any servicing. No, you can't do that. All right? So remember, things look odd. When they look perfect, nozzle check every single time. Stop printing, and then followed by a cleaning cycle. On Canon printers, you have zones in your printhead that allow you to just run a cleaning cycle selectively, where it will not affect all 8 or 9 or 10 or 12 colors. It will only affect a certain group. That way you don't waste ink unnecessarily on the other colors that are not clogged, that are not causing a clog. All right, just keep that in mind. I can go on forever about this subject, but I want to keep this as short as possible, which doesn't often happen here. And so I'll leave you with that. Okay, just remember, just follow those procedures and those hints that I have given you. And don't waste time continuing to print, because you'll do more damage than you will do good. Thank you so much again. Happy printing, everybody. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. What am I doing? Keep forgetting that. Bye-bye, everybody.